it was just summer this year we introduced, it's called my Arts1 Journal, and it's a mindfulness and wellbeing journal that all of our part-time students have over the age of 8. When they join us, they get their journal, and they can use it or not use it, and it's this bright and colourful thing that has quotes from people who are in the industry. It has exercises like what are the best bits of you, what's your top 5 qualities. It has things like what's your goals, how are you going to do this, how could you work on that. It's got a little space for notes, and it's just, our parents were they never thought they'd get something like that, and a few were like, well, why are they getting this? And some students don't use it, and some students use it day in, day out, because it's just about, stop comparing yourself to other people.
Yeah.
In this industry, you can't do that, you just can't, because everybody can do it, and you have to be like, but I can do it because I'm me, and that's what's important about it.
I think as comparison is never a good thing, because there's always going to be someone better than you. There's always going to be someone not as good as you, but that's life. But yeah, I think in the arts that's never more noticeable. It's very marked, and it's a wonderful thing. But what is another thing that's so amazing about Arts1 is the fact that you all have done, you've honed your craft in that industry in the West End, and people like James and Rebecca who are so extraordinary. I mean, Rebecca is just the loveliest person in the world. She's had a baby. Oh, so happy. And James Grimsey, I think he's the only, is it Estelle voice coach in the country, or one or two?
Yeah, he's basically, the level of Estelle he's at, he's one of very few in the country and very few in the world. So he, over the summer, was in Boston running courses, and he's done some in Australia and across the world. And some students will never know they've been taught Estelle. It's it's a way of teaching voice, and some students will never know it. Some people love it, and we actually put some people through the first level of qualification. And he's incredible at his craft, and he doesn't. I always feel it's hard to bang on about yourself, isn't it? Go, this is what I can do.
Well, he doesn't bang on about
himself.
And
he doesn't. And no one knows what Rebecca's background is. She's been a performer. She's ran courses at various universities and colleges, and everyone's got backgrounds you don't know. But it's so hard to sell yourself, isn't it? And also, probably in this industry, you do struggle to sell yourself, but you have to. And our Arts1 story. Arts1 is 14, 15 years old, which again, not many people know. The sixth form is now in its maybe 5th year, and I think it started with like 2 musical theatre classes in a village hall 1 night a week that Rebecca and James ran alongside their full-time jobs, and now we are open from 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, 5 days a week, and then we're open now from 8 till 5 on a Saturday as well. It's huge and it's exciting, and we're always looking for new things. Like I've kind of looked at loads of different things, and like our actors don't get much showcase on the part-time school, because on the big shows it's hard to feature a full class of actors. So this May we've got 2 actor showcase nights, where our 4 levels of acting, so they're students aged 9 to 16, and 9 to 18, sorry, are going to do 2 nights of plays and monologues and stuff they've worked on in class, because that's amazing that we're finding opportunities for people, I think.
And I mean, I've been privileged to review quite a few of your showcases now, and I'm always just blown away by the extraordinary level of talent, young talent that that you guys host at Arts1, and the diversity. Every time I go, I'm just as I say, I come away and I feel privileged, because I feel like I've seen I've had showbiz stardust sprinkled all over these showcases, because they are so special and so unique, and that showcase is such an important part of the journey for the students, isn't it?
It is, and we used to be called Arts1 School of Performance, and we do train for performance, and we don't do a show every year because we feel it's important. You have to have the groundwork in. It's important that you do little pieces in class to build confidence. Some students come to us and I drag them into a classroom screaming and crying because they don't want to leave their parents.
Oh.
And it's that awful thing, I'm like, just trust me, let me pick them up, drag them in, they'll be fine. And then they come out and they've had like the time of their life, and they want to come back next week. And that's amazing. And it's about teaching the foundations so that when we come to we do a full school show every second year, and so that when we come to that, they're ready. And they're ready to go on stage, and they feel confident enough, and they've got all the groundwork. And I think that is part of it. When I came to Arts1 4 years ago, I think, to do a show for them, that's how it started. They needed a stage manager, found it through a friend, and I was like, whoa, these kids are talented. We don't have to put loads of lights and put more smoke on because that'll hide the children at the back. We're really privileged. We don't have to hide kids at the back and hide them with things because we put in the foundations, we train them really hard, and we don't just knock out shows every few weeks. We build up to them. This month, we've started writing our show for May 2021.
Wow.
So we've done Twisted Tales and
Love Twisted Tales. It was bonkers.
It was bonkers.
Amazing.
We were like, we need to stop doing just a showcase on stage. What do we do? So my husband's a writer. So I was like, could you write us something? So he started writing, and we took 6 fairy tales, twisted them around a little bit, put all of our students into it, and we had dance numbers, acting, singing, music, and then we're like, oh no, what are we going to do in 2 years? So we started planning it this month, and it's going to be mad.